Hello happy people and welcome back to Linda Tina TV. If you are new to my channel, hello there, welcome to the Linda Tina TV family. If you haven't subscribed already, please go down and subscribe and hit the notification button so that you can be notified each time I upload a new video. So the last video I made was about things I miss about Uganda, and if you haven't watched that already, I'll leave the link down in the comment section. This video, I'm going to be talking about things I do not miss about Uganda. Now, obviously, I live in Italy. It's not a very fair comparison because Italy and Uganda are two worlds. Uganda is still a third world country. But I'll still go ahead and tell you the things I don't really think I miss about my country.
You trying to make me, I wanna leave and you're making, yeah. I try to see the one I need to love.
The first thing that I do not miss about my country, Uganda, which actually really breaks my heart, and it's sad, is the poor health system. The poor health system, the negligence, so many deaths that happen in my country that could have been avoided, I believe, but because the hospital was understaffed, or things like there wasn't enough blood in the hospital, so a transfusion couldn't be done, or the ambulance wasn't available at the moment where someone needed to be transferred to a different hospital, or to from a small clinic to the hospital, little things like that. And living in a country now like Italy, where the health system is just so amazing, it breaks my heart that back home the system is still so bad, and there's so many deaths that are happening every day that could have been avoided. So this is something that I do not miss, but which also really breaks my heart. I do not miss the poor timekeeping. Now, it's not like Italians are very good at timekeeping either, but the timekeeping in my country is insane. We call it African time. It sounds like a joke, but it's not really a joke. You'll have a meeting with someone and they'll tell you, I'll be there at 2. They will be there at 4, and they won't even really apologize for it, because guess what? You should be used to the African time. So I don't miss that. Now, in my previous video, I said that I missed the weather. Yes, I really do, because nothing beats the tropical weather. But I'll tell you guys, sometimes I don't miss the weather. It's hot. It's really hot. And you don't get a break from it. Now, it gets really hot here in the summers. Like the heat I see in the summers out here, I have never seen in my life. And then the winters are really cold. But then in between there, the fall, the spring, that is like the most amazing weather ever. And sometimes in my country, we don't get that break. Like it's sun, 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 and then rain, 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 rain. So sometimes I don't miss the weather. Sometimes when I go back home to visit, it's extremely hot. And I miss the winter. I miss just having to wear a jacket and getting out of the house, and feeling like you want to strip in the middle of the street. So yeah, I do not miss the poor infrastructure. I'm talking about the bad, dusty roads with potholes everywhere and ditches here and there. I don't miss that. I do not miss the poor transport system. Oh my God, guys, when you see good transport system, trains, underground, and bus service, and like public transport that works well, you will feel really terrible when you go to a place where you can't move from one place to another just because there's barely any means to do that, or the roads are terrible. So I do not miss that. The corruption, I don't miss that. So because of poverty, obviously, in most parts of Africa, not just Uganda, corruption is like up there. People are trying to get money out of this person and that person. They're getting money out of people for jobs they're supposed to be doing. They're trying to cheat each and everyone, and this drives me crazy. It's so exhausting that you'll go to an office where someone is supposed to do something for you, and they'll ask you, oh, to have this done, you may have to, something, or oh, if you want it to be done quickly, you may have to, facilitate me a little bit. So everyone is trying to be corrupt here and there, the government itself, so this is something I really, really don't miss about Uganda and Africa in general. We need to work on that. This may not sound like a serious problem, but I do not miss the bad internet service. Now, I do so much stuff on the internet, even just to upload these YouTube videos. I need my internet, but the internet is slow. one, or it's just not existent when you go to some parts of the country. So I really do not miss this. I love it here where the internet is fast and it's accessible. So yeah, I don't miss that. The other thing is security. Now, I'm not trying to scare anyone or to paint a bad picture of my country, Uganda. Uganda is one of the most secure countries actually in Africa right now. But because of obviously the poverty rates and the unemployment and all that, the people are trying to survive. And if they cannot survive in a proper way, have a proper job or have a proper source of income, it results into high crime rates. So theft and robberies and all this stuff, I really don't miss that, and it makes me feel sad as well because our country is a very beautiful country, but when we have things like insecurities, when you feel like you can't walk in a particular place at a particular time, which happens everywhere in every part of the world, but security needs to be tightened a little more in my country, and I do not miss that. I do not miss that. Even out here, there are areas you don't go to that are not very secure, but I feel like back home it's a bit worse. So guys, this was not a very happy kind of video, but it's not meant to put down my country. Uganda is one of the safest, most lovely, most beautiful country with the most beautiful people, and I'm not just saying that because I'm Ugandan, but it's really the truth. It's just some of those little things that can make you stay there a bit uncomfortable, but it is a place I would recommend people to visit. So if you're from Uganda, are there things that you don't miss about Uganda? And I hope you enjoyed this video.